Hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another edition of the Pokemon Ruby Live Shiny Only Challenge, where I play through the game Pokemon Ruby, all done on retail. None of this is done on an emulator. So I'm using a GameCube to play the game, and also to record it of course, and stream it. And as always, I may only be allowed to use shiny Pokemon, nothing else. Which usually that would be a very tedious task, playing through these games, only being allowed to use shiny Pokemon because of their rarity, of course. But since with RNG, oh my bad, with RNG manipulation there's so many more that you can get, it's much easier, much quicker, and that's why I thought to myself, yes, this might actually be something that would be worth recording, so that way it's on the internet. Don't you want to fight? Yeah, exactly. Hey there Ahmed, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Yana or Jonna? Well, I do prefer Yana, that's my real name. I don't have a John obsession like some others might. You gemmed of an amazing idea for a horror movie, alright, let's hear it. Yeah, sometimes a nightmare might actually give you the best ideas for a horror movie. Alright, you using agility, but I mean, I have speed boost. Right, so while I'm fighting this trainer, I now want to go to the Shoal Cave. Last time I actually tried to fight the gym leaders that are twins. I forgot their names. Hey there Oliver Raphael, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? The Olive is back, that's very good. But yeah, my team got pretty owned. Not the ideal team that I have for that battle. It's a obligatory double battle, which I don't mind. I actually prefer double battles over single ones. But my team isn't really well suited for at least in terms of levels. I definitely need to level up a bit before I head back to the gym. And in the meantime, we can definitely first beat all these trainers. That's already a couple of experience points that I'll get. And why not explore the Shoal Cave, where there's unique shinies to be fought. For example, oh, you're a water flying type, so both of my main attacks of Nicolovs are not gonna be fantastic. So I'm gonna use you for now. One of the unique shinies that I can get here is, for example, a Sveal. And it looks like I can only get a square shiny Sveal, but I do not mind at all. Oh, and I might as well put the delay at 268 because, well, it's gonna be in a cave, so of course that's gonna be the delay. You can also get Zubat and Golbat. Oh no, never mind, no Golbat. Too bad, but sometimes you can hunt for whatever the game gives you. Of course, if I add another 0 to max advances, I think I'd actually get a shiny Golbat. But yeah, no way I'm waiting this long for a shiny that I gotten how many times yesterday on my Emerald. I actually forgot because I got so many of them. Like at one point you just don't really count. And today I got some good Super Monkey Ball music on. And do please tell me if it is too loud, because of the way my variable that I can control, but unfortunately it makes it so that it's hard to discern if the voice is loud enough or if the music is too loud. It's about 13 years old kid who has a monster inside of him that keeps hunting him. The kid can see the monster in the mirror, but no one sees it. Everyone bullies him and people make jokes about him. Oh, that's like very serious paranoia fuel right there. Jeez. Yeah, that's a good idea. Are you playing through Fire Red for the first time? Are you enjoying it until now? Trying to get to the Safari Zone to do some shiny hunting. Oh boy. Good luck on that. The only shiny hunting that I do in Safari Zones is... Oh wow, your attack's actually pretty low. But yeah, the only kind that I do is RNG manipulation, nothing else. No full odds, that would just... no. I couldn't do it. Can you stop, please? It's also the first movie idea I came up with. I couldn't come up with a happy ending, so I decided that in the end it will be a monster coming out of the kid as he dies and monster hunts all the people. So the kid is gonna get, in a way, alien bursted, like the burster, the chest burster from the Alien movie. Is that how it should be thought of? Because if that is the case, well, that is very dark, but of course it's a horror movie. Right, let's battle these as well. Field could probably be better because Valrain can be a tank. Yeah. And the Valrain, or at least Sveal, I mean, it could potentially. I mean, I could get it at level 32, which is okay. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's really gonna do a lot against the gym, but it does have very good IVs except attack and speed. Oh boy. Oh, but you did survive that, so that's good. I think I'm gonna switch you out and put this one that I gotten off stream. The shiny that I desperately want to have on stream as a wild one, but it just doesn't want to appear. Valorant can also get moves like Ice Beam, right? Yes. I mean, they do have the Sol Rock and Luna Tone. So anything that is maybe ghost type or okay, that's just for a... Alright, I think I can actually enter now. And I think I should be able to see wild Pokemon here. Let's check. Oh no, not on this, not on the water tiles, alright. And, well, you have to know that if you're playing like I am, if you're playing on a cartridge where the internal battery has run dry, it depends on the time of the day that your game is set. I mean, that is the thing that will determine if you can reach the ice room in the Shoal Cave because of the water tides. I think during the night the water tides are high, like the water is rises the water level, and when it's day it's low. But I could be misremembering it. And I'll just check what else I can get. I mean, I'm surfing now, so I might as well check if I can get anything else. Tentacool, alright. Zubat and Sweal. Right, that gives me a level 29 Sweal. No, I think this would be much better. I'm gonna save again. Because then I get, when I put it via grass, I get a higher level. I think that would be better, and the music is really fitting right now. It's the ice world from Super Monkey Ball, and we're now in a cave that is pretty well known for having a ice room. Alright, so I saved, now I can reset. And then let's go for this frame, because it gives me a level 32 Sweal instead of a level 28 one. That means I don't have to, you know, level it up too much. And yeah, let's start hunting, you know. It's already been 11 minutes. Solrock is a fan favorite Pokemon, but the problem is that it's a good physical attacker, but bad special attacker, which sucks because most of Solrock's good moves are special moves. Yeah, there's definitely problems with Solrock and Lunatone, unfortunately. I mean, that is a thing with so many Pokemon that have wonderful, great designs that I love, and yet I can't use them because, well, they're just too bad in terms of stats, or too bad in terms of something else. They don't really learn what good moves that suit either their type or something else that might make them useful. You know, a Pokemon is actually worse once it gets outclassed by something that can completely fill its niche. So, I definitely... I mean, I think that they, at least with they, I mean the Game Freak or the Pokemon Company, should definitely just sit there and just go over all, and I really mean all the Pokemon, and check if they can be improved so that they're better. Because it's heartbreaking, you know. I have a Pokemon like that as well. It's Delcatty. Delcatty is a really great, I mean, I just love it. It's a shiny that I really enjoy, but unfortunately, I mean, it's so weak. I think it's the weakest Pokemon that evolves via Evolutionary Stone, because it evolves via Moonstone. And that's just... why? Why does it have to be the pink cat? You know, the two things that I love. Pink and cats. And then they just Game Freak had to do me dirty like that, you know? It's very unfortunate. Alright. Nope. The shiny Sweal is pink. Has a really nice color. It's one of the shinies that I really enjoy. I mean, obviously, of course. But this one's gonna be square shiny, and I think it's gonna definitely help me with beating. I keep forgetting their names. Like I don't seem to really care about the many Pokemon humans, or just generally humans in the Pokemon world. Just always forget their, I don't know, their names and which one is which. But yeah, I definitely understand your pain there, Ahmed. Solrock had high special attack. What would make it amazing? Because with Calm Mind you teach it Fire Blast and Psychic and Shadow Ball. would be OP, just set Calm Mind and Sweep. Yeah, that would definitely make it much better. Do you know how I use cut in Fire Red? I know I have it, I just don't see it. You need to... are you sure that you have the HM as a CD? Because then you need to teach it to any of your Pokemon that you have in your team. And unfortunately, a lot of the times you think a Pokemon is able to use Cut or Surf and then it doesn't, which can't really explain that to you why. The same reasoning why the heck is a why can't Latias and Latios use Fire Blast or at least Flamethrower? They are dragons. And then other things like Slowpoke can spew fire, but the Latis can't. It's weird. Tate and Lisa? Oh yeah, I forgot that this is Generation 3. Yeah, it was a bit different back then. But no problem, I get it. Sometimes I expect Ruby and Sapphire to have synchronizers, which they don't, that got introduced in Emerald, or you just go in playing the game thinking, oh yeah, that's a feature in it, right? And then you forget, no, wrong generation. That's just what happens when you play so many Pokemon generations. Is it true that in all Pokemon generations, Fire Punch and Thunder Punch and Ice Punch are special back then? Yes! In the generation that I'm playing right now, like in this game, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch and Ice Punch are special. Definitely. And actually, thinking about it now, those but those moves would be good on Gustavo to have. You know, a Thunder Punch, definitely not a stupid idea. We'll show the TM case, right? Misty gave it to me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's in the TM case. Exactly. And you get the HM for cut from the captain of the SSN. I think that's that's the name I grew up with. I actually forget if the ship's name in Kanto, you know, the cruise ship, where you also meet the rival. I keep forgetting if it has the same name in every language. Sometimes they just keep the same name and sometimes they just change it. And yeah, that sometimes confuses me a bit. But yeah, there's only one cruise ship in Generation 1. Pretty sure you know which one I mean, which captain. The one who got seasick, which is, well, I wouldn't become a captain, you know, of a ship if I would get seasick. That's, I don't know, not a good idea. But I think that is definitely the joke in this case. No, I don't want a Zubat. Yep, I'm stupid. It is on the SSN. I'm trying to get to Bill right now. Oh, you still need to go to Bill to get the ticket. Like, he doesn't want to go because he's too introverted, and then he gives you the ticket. But yeah, you definitely need Cut in order to challenge the third gym leader in Kanto. I mean, back then you could glitch your way through without you having to use Cut, but that's just the original Generation 1 games. You're playing Generation 3. Kanto still, yes, but it's Generation 3. artsy. Such a green shiny, that one. No, still nothing. Now, yesterday was really fruitful. Like, that was amazing how many shinies I've gotten. I can actually just trade some over to this game because might as well. Also fills the Pokédex, which is nice. This music makes me so nostalgic. Alright, so Sweal is the only one I can get as a square shiny. The Zubat is gonna be a star shiny, but I don't think I should hunt for that one. I already have enough shiny Zubats. Is it me or Valrain is just Hoenn version of Lapras? Yeah, it definitely... Oh, there we go! There it is! In all of its beauty. Shiny Sweal. Nice. Shiny square Sweal. And Nikolaus has really low HP. That's not good. I should have done something before. But oh well. Alright, that doesn't do too much. And now I just have to get a false swipe off and then... Right, Body Slam doesn't do too well, too much. Ooh, okay, that was a crit, but still. Nikolaus hangs on tight. Oh, and your ice attack missed. No good thing for me. Alright, then I'll make you fall asleep. I mean, the best fitting Pokeball in my opinion would be the Master Ball. But I already have one in a Master Ball. They don't all have to be in a Master Ball. Alright, what do I have even? I have a Luxury Ball. I only have one Premier Ball, alright. Alright, I'll try a Luxury Ball. No, that's a Timer Ball. Don't think it's gonna work. I mean, it could still. 1, 2, 3. Never mind! Shiny Sweal card, wonderful. And it gives me a Pokédex entry. Isn't that nice? Oh, I don't know what to name you. But what I know now is that I should definitely save. Right, that would be Shoal Cave, and then the Ice Room, which if I'm not mistaken, I should definitely get the at least I should be able to enter the Ice Room, because if I remember it correctly, you can get into the Ice Room in Shoal Cave if the water has high tide. I mean, I could be wrong again, but now, well, there's gonna be a lot of wild Pokemon encounters. I don't have that many repels. Alright, maybe I should heal up. Might as well do that. Or do I even... yeah? 200. Well, it's a bit overshoot, but still. What else do I have? Alright. There's nothing here. Bubblegum? That's a good name. I should definitely then go back and name it Bubblegum. Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna train the Pelipper a bit. But yeah, you're right, Amit, to come back to your comment. It is definitely the case that Hoenn has Relrain as its Lapras. They have the same playstyle, they have a lot of, I mean, the same type. Oh god, your attack stat sucks. I mean, 3 IVs in attack, yeah, nah, that's not gonna work. Do you have a rock move? No, well, we have a fighting type move, but maybe I'll train Gustavo as well. Oh, you sent out in the Discord? Let me check. Oh, I don't see it as of now. But yeah, I can definitely change the name to Bubblegum later. I don't know why I just thought of a new Pokeball called the Mustard Ball. Okay. It has a 1 in 1,000 chance of catching and is a Master Ball but yellow. Uh-huh. So, it looks like a Master Ball. It has an M on it, so that's what the M isn't for Master Ball, it's for mustard. Interesting. That's something like a dream of, like, my brain would come up with a dream like that. Bubblegum because it's like a Spyhole, looks like a ball and it's pink and shiny. I have one from my emerald that I nicknamed Orchid because it has the pink shade that it has is called Orchid, the color. Named after the flower, of course. Okay, does this like do anything too much? Oh well, that's okay. You sent the art in creative? I was looking in creative, but maybe it needs to... Oh, you mean the robot? The robotic monster? Yeah, I saw that one today. Like an octopus or a spider, has many limbs. I always wonder when you send them out on the water, how the hell does the Pokemon, like, do they all become Jesus Christ? Can they all suddenly walk or stand on water without any problems? I always check here because Generation 3 is known for its where you have to check or press A in the corner somewhere and then you're gonna find that it has a item and hidden item somewhere. That shoal thing that you can get here, the salt and the other stuff, it's not gonna be of much use because I'm never gonna get the other item because of the game's clock is eternally frozen. I think that's also the reason why I set the internal clock as to night, because if it's daytime I think you're not able to get into the ice cave room or the ice room. Right, another rare candy, why not? Can already imagine people chucking thousands of mustard balls trying to catch a shiny legendary. I think I would definitely set that as a challenge. Just catching a shiny Groudon or a shiny Latias or anything yellow or golden in a mustard ball, I think I'd definitely try it, yeah. I mean, that would definitely give me thousands of fails, but I think that would be interesting to do. And then the title of the video, I caught a shiny legendary in a mustard ball. Hey there, Great Dane. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And not more of that item, even though, well, kind of useless. And with kind of useless, I mean very useless. And now we have magma music. This robot is the first drawing I made for the robotic Russian monster I talked about. It's not the same as I imagined, but it's somewhat close to my imagination. I mean, unfortunately, it's not possible to give someone... You know, I wish I could do that. Just send someone a picture of what you see in your mind, and then they know exactly what you want them to see. Oh wait. Here's nothing like that. Actually, don't remember exactly where the ice cave is, or the ice room, but I do remember it is here somewhere. Doing pretty good, just breeding for shiny Nessie. Still at it? Good luck. That's a very good shiny. I just gotten a shiny Smeal earlier. And in the meantime, because I don't really have any repels, I guess I have to fight myself through tons of wild encounters, but then I do need some level ups for the next gym leader. Or leaders, because they're twins. That one I don't really need. And then I think north, right? It's been a while. Or do I have to go back to the room where I was earlier? No, I came from here. Yeah, I did. I need to go back. I'm going to nuke this Butterfree. It has Supersonic and Stun Spore. Oh god, that's like twice the annoying package. I forgot that Butterfree can learn Supersonic, but then again, I like don't really use Butterfly or Butterfree that much. Is it really free of butter? That's what I want to know. Right. Was here, right? It sucks having a really bad sense for orientation. Not like, yeah, no recommendation for that one. Definitely not. Now I need to figure out where that was again. Where I got the item. It's not here though. Is it here and then back? Yeah, I think here. Right, and then you go back down here. What else is here? Okay, nothing. Funny story, me and my cousin, we enjoy football games. Like PES, no idea what that is. And FIFA. He's good at PES, I'm good at FIFA. He won 6-4 at PES, and I got so mad I told him, challenge you on FIFA, I will show you. 27-0. Oof. And you just kept the poker face then. I guess that's a way to get back at him. So I'm not good at both the FIFA games, nor am I good at real life football. Wait, did I just go full circle? I think I did. I forgot where the ice cave. Let me see. I can actually always get out of here using dig, because that is just a thing that you should definitely have. It's definitely gonna help me. Alright. PES is Pro Evolution Soccer, I'm pretty sure. Ah, okay, that's what it stands for. Never played that one either. Right, how do I get to the ice room in Shoal Cave? Okay, so surf, I mean, something. Can't really do anything else in this case. Oh wait, was I on the right track? God, I'm such a... Scoring goal after another, it was like normal, didn't even care. But I'm curious, how come you're very good at one game and not so good at the other one? I would assume that the playstyle for both games would be very similar. But of course I could be wrong. That's why I'm asking. Gustavo definitely needs some better attacks. Hey there, mythological creature store. Very interesting name you got there. Welcome to the stream, how you doing? Can I ask a question? What is a poker face? I don't play poker, so I don't know. A poker face generally, I mean, it comes from poker, but it's a face you make so that it's basically a pretty much emotionless face that you make to conceal and not to show what you're currently thinking or feeling. Because in poker, you definitely need to read your opponent as well. It's not just card knowledge. It also, there's a big deal of it is, or a big part of it is reading your opponents, like reading if they have a good hand or a bad hand, which is also one of the reasons why I don't play poker, because I'm bad at this. But one funny thing is, I actually accidentally often make a poker face, even though I don't do it on purpose. Hey there, Alex, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Shout out to one of my patrons, Alex. Kind of running around semi-knowingly trying to get to the ice room. And that will definitely give me the possibility of getting a snow run. Hang on, I'm looking. Right, yes. Looking at a map right now. And then down. And then to, no, that was that item. I already picked that one up. So I was apparently correct the first time. Okay. I just do that so many times, like my sense of orientation just is horrible. But then again, it could be that I cannot have access to the ice. Oh wait, my bad. I'm just checking now. It doesn't look like I have access to the ice cave. Oh no. That's very unfortunate. Because the tides need to be low, actually, and not high. That is... Oh well, so No shiny Snorunt though, although I have one from Sapphire. I could always trade one over. So I think we could definitely, maybe, try my luck again at the gym. Good, thanks for asking. Just Myth is fine, thank you. Yeah, I have the tendency of reading the entire name. And sometimes I got people in here having a very long name, like whole sentences. Right, that's kind of disappointing. No Snorunt. I thought that that would have been maybe possible, doable. I'll put you back here. Let's see. Well, you're still kind of weak though, not gonna lie. And wait a second. Is that the... I didn't get the high level one, I got this one instead. Interesting. Even though I put this as my frame. Okay. Oh well, let's try again. It's definitely gonna be too weak. Alright, I think I'm gonna need to do this one again. Where else? Right, this. And then, where's the next one? Alright. So I already did all the in-gym battles. Oh wait, yeah, this one doesn't work, my bad. Did I go this one already? No. Alright. And then you get just thrown around like this. There we go. There we are. Let's save and then let's try. See, FIFA is more smooth game, more fast, much more fun. All over, it's the better game. PES, in my opinion, is a game for people who can't pay to buy FIFA. So they act like it's better so they don't feel bad. Like I said before, no idea. But it is kind of like I've heard of people being very surprised at what they find on their bank statement because their kid bought like so many football guys on FIFA, which is kind of gambling for kids. That's one thing that I don't like about the game, from what I know. You're okay but tired? No, it doesn't. Well, we can try. It didn't really work out that well last time, but can definitely try again. Hey there, Philip. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? The run is going pretty well. I've already gotten a shiny Sweel. Unfortunately, I cannot get a Snorunt because I don't have access to the ice cave, like the ice room in that cave. Oh, that like doesn't do anything. Oof. Oh, and then my attack missed. Wow. Of course it's gonna wreck it. If poker face just a face with no feelings, then I'm good at it, I guess. I mean, some people just have that naturally as their expression. This is an interesting concept though. How many shinies do you have? over 100 at this point. Like, I stopped counting. Okay, this obviously does not work. So, gotta train a bit. Oh, I know where to go. But yeah, I'm using RNG manipulation, and that means that it's not full odds, it's not odds anything. I already know the trainer ID and secret ID of this game, and I use that to determine, like, that's what the timer is for. I use that to determine basically when a shiny can appear. For example, I commonly get shinies around the frame 3900 something, and those tend to be square shinies. But I also get hardy shinies around 1000 advances or 1000 frames. In just this run, good question. I actually haven't counted them. I think it's over 25 definitely. If not, maybe 50 or more. FIFA is indeed gambling, because if you play it without paying, you will get beaten up by people who are paying. Also, the game is from EA Sports, who are known to pay for win. Yeah, that's a problem I have. Like, pay for win is definitely... I don't know. Not a fan of that. Definitely not. Right, I thought to come here because... Oh my god, I don't have a Pokemon with cut in my party. So, never mind then. But I know there's some trainers here that usually wanna fight. I definitely don't like pay to win. And I don't like EA games either. Always disappointed. Ah, there we go. Problem is though, I do have a fighting type. And they have psychic types that can boost. So I do need to see what I can do to counter that. The Pelipper's... Let me check your special attack. 70, yeah, that's... Oh, that's nothing compared to... You, I don't really use for fighting, and... Your IVs aren't the best either, unfortunately. I definitely need more high IV Pokemon in my team. Alright, do I even have the item available? Do you have it? No. Someone here has experience, or experience share is what I... Oh, I don't actually have it, okay. I think I put it on the... stored it on the PC somewhere. I'm a fair person, video games, that's why I hate EA Sports, because it's not fair. Never ever played money on any game. I buy games, I just don't pay any extra items or coins. Yeah, I mean, I'm not inherently against cosmetic stuff in video games that you pay for. But pay to win, that's a whole nother story, you know. That's just... shouldn't be a thing. Because then, well, you already know what's gonna happen, you know. The one who can afford the most is gonna win. And I just think it's horrible that that is a standard now. Alright, this one will of course get beaten down easily. one shot, of course. Yeah, Gustavo needs some better attacks. Definitely. And unfortunately, do you have any rock? No. Oh, you got Pokerus now. Pokemon is paid to win. Yes, unfortunately it is. Very much so. I hate to say it out loud, but it just is. Yeah, in competitive, yeah, I understood what you mean. Mythological, that's... I agree with you completely. Another RNG streamer, he's called I'm a Blissy. He has whole videos, like hours and hours of video about that specific thing, about that specific problem. Oh, come on, don't be so bad, Bubblegum. Come on, you can do it. Ooh, nice. Oh, come on, you had to make me fall asleep, really? I was looking forward for the Sveal to use that ice move again, but here we are. Right, flying. Unfortunately, this square shiny, I mean, my square shinies have terrible attack IVs, as you can see. Well, this was a crit, so at least that was nice. Alright, got that. And it gives me a bit of cash as well, so I can actually stock up on some Pokemon. Pokeballs, my bad. And now you'll be level 44. Let me check what's your stats. Okay, your special defense is 81, which, I mean, the IVs aren't too bad. These IVs that I highlighted, those are the IVs of the Blaziken that I'm using. You want to fight as well? Yes. More money, more experience points, and now more music. Oh boy, you got a bird. That's not good. I really wish Pokemon would be less pay to win, but unfortunately, companies being companies, of course they're not gonna change that, you know. They want to make profits, so of course they're not gonna change that business model. Okay, I forgot that they only have the two celestial rocks as a team. And then, wow, we'll get very close to the now that I'm thinking about it, we're getting pretty close to Groudon now. And then we're gonna get another shiny Groudon, and on top of that, oh, now you're using that. Well, that's not good. Roll out. Ooh, poor little Bubblegum. But yeah, what I was about to say is that not only are we gonna say Groudon pretty soon, as in my second shiny Groudon that I hunted on this channel. I already hunted another one with great IVs, I must add. And then it's gonna be another or the first shiny Kyogre in my Sapphire game, which is gonna be a square shiny even. Okay, Magneton, that's 4 times weak to ground, so I'm definitely gonna send out Nicolaus. And then I'm gonna check the PC. I definitely need to check where the experience share item is. Alright, that was pretty easy. And a level up. Shouldn't you at one point learn Baton Pass? That would definitely be of use. This might be, yeah, it is a one-shot. Alright. Wasn't too hard. Is there another trainer here or not? I kind of forget. But I definitely need to maybe trade Gustavo over, give it some... In Emerald you can actually teach it, then you can teach it Thunder Punch, which is gonna help. You got a trainer. And apparently I'm still a bit quiet. Let me change something. Now I should be less quiet and the music shouldn't be too loud. Do you want Shiny God? Asks Pumpkin Lord. Welcome back to the stream, Pumpkin Lord. Hopefully you're doing okay. Yes, I do want Shiny God. But essentially I pretty much... I already have a Shiny God, Shiny Arceus. But I'm pretty sure I got that one traded. I'm pretty sure it's hacked. And it would be interesting though, having Shiny Arceus or Arceus like that. But still, if I could theoretically RNG manipulate it, but to get the Arceus event going, that would require me to hack. At least, I do have to say that. Alright, you I've already beaten. Just thinking. Oh, you know what? Let's do the name change. Hey there, Emo Kid. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Next voice chat, I'm not gonna use my original voice. I will start up the voice chat speaking Scottish and Russian and Italian English accent. Yeah, you keep telling me about the accents, Ahmed. You definitely need to show me that. I'd love to hear it. Because I kind of can discern Italian accent if it's southern or northern by the way they pronounce their S's and the way that they pronounce certain other things. Alright, you are here. Any one of you have a... No? No, I'm looking for items. So yeah, those are shinies that I've gotten, in this case, square ones. And some of them, like not all of them are on the save file, some I've traded over. Or I put them on Pokemon Box to store them. No, okay, so... to check with my items then. Oh, I don't have one here! Oh, I might have accidentally have traded it over. That is pretty dumb. Okay, that's stupid. Definitely. That's... Huh. Okay then. then let's do the naming thing. So in this city, when you go into this house, this old guy, he can change the nickname of any of your Pokemon. So let's call her Bubblegum. If you have a request for a name, like a nickname of any of my shinies, and I like it, definitely don't be too shy. Just show it to me. I'll definitely take the recommendation sometimes if I really like it. All of the nicknames except maybe Gustavo, that's a Breaking Bad reference. And yes, the Olive has come back, isn't that great? Alright, that's a puzzle. If I'm not mistaken, I should be able to do that side quest with new mobile now. Let me check. But it's stupid that I don't have my experience share with me now. I mistakenly must have traded that one to another game. But yeah, new mobile can give me lots of shinies. Voltorb, Magnemite, Electrode, no Electrode, Magnemite though. Magneton, oh, I can get a Magneton, okay. It's definitely gonna be worth checking out. No, I'm just gonna fly there. Pulling a Taylor Swift, as I always call it. So let's check. Okay, so yeah, I'm correct about that. So let's do that one. That would be fun. And then, oh boy, that means there's gonna be the static encounter for the shiny Voltorb. Oh boy, here we go. That one took me an eternity in Sapphire. It's probably be as annoying as it was in Sapphire, but hey. Still, this is a shiny only challenge. Definitely want to see as many shinies and catch as many shinies as I possibly can. And right now I'm training a bit. Kept you waiting, huh? Welcome back to the stream, Kinox. Hopefully you're doing good. And I've heard your cover. I'm amazed. Your voice is really good. And just the voice profile with the guy or the band that you covered. Already there's a lot of overlap, which my singing teacher herself, she told me if you want to start covering, you want to look into covering a song where the original singer is close to you in terms of range or just vocal singing style. And yeah, I really have to say it's good. Really good. You should definitely pursue your talent further. I think it's gonna be great. Thank you, Anna. Okay, means a lot. Yeah, I mean, I actually mean it. Your singing or your cover has kind of told me internally I should definitely start doing that as well. Always wanted to do covers, especially of certain songs that went missing or just lost songs. There's some real bangers in there. Oh wait, you didn't want to fight, my bad. And you, however, do, right? No. How about you? No. Okay. Let's go to new Morval then. Definitely is worth doing it now. So what you're gonna do, he gives you the oh wait, do you wanna fight? No. He gives you the keys and then you can actually just surf here, and then there's gonna be a cave here, and that's new Morval. Right, so what can I get at the entrance? A Voltorb and a Magnemite. But honestly, I think I'll go inside and try for not the entrance, the basement part. Try for the Magneton, because I'm very interested in that. It's the evolution. So, oh wait, it's the exact same frame. I didn't even need to replace that, my bad. Abracadabra. I summon you a shiny Pokemon. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen, but yeah, welcome to the stream, Jason Paris. Hopefully you're doing well. Using RNG manipulation, yeah, it's definitely gonna happen pretty soon. The contents can't be saved due to a connection error? Okay. Try again. Ah, okay, and now for some reason it works. Alright. Not complaining, let's start shiny hunting. Made a kickback cover to Chainsaw Man opening. Yeah, I definitely need to check that one out as well. And yeah, you got the shiny Smeargle, which is really nice. Chilling here, having a smoke. What kind of smoke? Are we talking an Oddish? Or something else? Yeah, the next one is Eevee. Do you already have a evolution in mind? And a Pokeball that it's gonna be in? Right, the gender ratio is not gonna be 50-50 because Magnetons do not have a gender. So there's that. Alright. Let's see. Still can't believe it pulled it off. Wow, after 3 days. Yeah, it usually takes a long while. Oh, a cigarette. Alright, let's try it again. The waiting time here is only, or the reset time is only slightly above a minute. Umbreon Luxury Ball, oh, that's a very good choice. Not only in design or in color, like they fit, but also in function, because it's stylish and it's logical, because the Luxury Ball will definitely help you get a Umbreon, since the Luxury Ball's selling point is that it increases happiness in Pokemon. And you need maximum happiness at night to get an Umbreon. And it's a flex, you know, just having a shiny in a Luxury Ball, it's just... yeah, it's a flex, basically. Alright, let's see. I cannot get a Magneton in the other games. I mean, I have multiple games. All of them real cartridges that I do RNG manipulation on. I caught Smeargle in a timer ball. Didn't want to get greedy and risk it struggling to death. I actually think a timer ball is really fitting with the Smeargle, because Smeargle's color scheme is like a beige and red, and the timer ball is white red, so the reds, they overlap. That definitely it fits, at least I think so. And yes, just don't get too greedy sometimes. If you're wondering how come that I have so many luxury balls, I'm not cheating. No action replay is used. It's just glitching, which maybe to some that's cheating. That's fine if you see it that way. But I use it, like I trade that, or I have the item on my emerald where you can use a cloning glitch, and then I trade them over. You unintentionally aced it. Okay, that's not what I want. Let's try again. I'm going to reading festival tomorrow. Is it really what I think it is? A festival where you can read tons of books? That's my kind of festival. That's really nice. You can't buy luxury balls in Ruby? No, you can't, unfortunately. At least, not that I'm aware of. I think you only get one. And to get more, I think you need to win contests. So, it's actually a very rare item. That's why I mass clone them in Emerald and trade them over. Oh wow, I mean, you cannot see that because I don't have a webcam on. But right now, the moon, maybe some of you know that, the moon has entered the Earth's shadow, which is also called Umbra. And it's really red right now, it's hanging low. I can really see it very clearly from my window. And it just hangs there, really a bronzish red. And really low and pretty big. It looks really amazing, but I just know that if I take a picture with the phone, it's gonna look like crap. Oh, hey there, Smokey Mario. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? It's a massive music festival. Alright, so Artist Rain got unfortunately disappointed. It's not a reading festival, but hey, I do like my music festivals as well. I go to them, well, at least hardstyle festivals if I can. No place in England reading. Ah, Reading. That one, okay, the place. Alright, I got you. What kind of music is it? Is it just EDM in general? I know drum and bass and other like liquid drum and bass and garage music is very popular in the UK. I'll try to get all shiny evolutions. Wish me luck, it's gonna suck. Ah, you're gonna get them and then you're gonna have them. And you know what, Kinox? Then you're gonna flex with them because you deserve it, because you've worked for them, you know? That's what's gonna happen. And hopefully I get a shiny Magneton as well. The moon looks really nice, wow. You should also be able to see it from wherever you are. But usually I always raid until like I'm in a amateur astronomer club in Luxembourg, and they have, like, as a club we have members that have very professional gear and equipment, telescopes where, forget about your iPhone pictures, they suck so massively compared to that. But yeah, the moon looks really nice. Luckily, unlike the modern Zelda games, a blood moon doesn't make enemies spawn en masse. Umbra, more like Umbreon. Yeah, that's where Umbreon gets its, etymologically speaking, its name from. From the Umbra, which is a shadow. Basically, the reason why the moon looks so red right now is because the moon is in the shadow that the Earth casts, and essentially it's a Earth eclipse. if you're looking from the moon's perspective, it's a Earth eclipse happening right now where the Earth is blocking the light of the sun, at least partially so. And if it's in the umbra or penumbra, then the moon shifts in color and looks really red. And depending on what tone it is of redness or orangeness, then you can definitely reliably say if it's in the umbra or penumbra. Finally got the shiny Smeargle Smoky. Now I'm gonna try to shiny hunt all the evolutions. But which one would you prefer to have first? You said Umbreon. Will you will you catch them all in luxury balls, or will you change the ball depending on the evolution? Because that's something I would do. I would love to have a shiny Vaporeon in a pink ball, like a love ball. Definitely have EVs that I can breed, because they can inherit balls from the Pokeball from the parent. I think that's a hunt I'm definitely gonna do. Although I'm not sure if I should do it in Sword and Shield or maybe in another game. I went to Download this year. I think it went on Sunday. It was great. Oh, nice. I've heard of Download, but I don't know what kind of music they're playing. Really want to go to Download Festival in the UK next year. Tickets are over €900. What? Oh crap. But how, like, what does that give you, €900? Like, does that give you a couple of days with a tent? Is it like camping? Because there's a hardstyle festival I haven't been to called DEFCON 1 with a Q. So not with a C, as it's usually spelled. Oh, come on, where are you, shiny Magneton? And that can get you, I mean, the tickets themselves are not that expensive, but I think for 4 or 5 days where the festival is going on, you definitely have to pay like this amount of money, €900. Not too sure. I think Blink 182 are headlining tomorrow. Is it normal to organize your music into folders but not by real genres or artists or anything that would actually be reasonable? No, I organize them by which evolution it most makes me think of. I mean, is it normal? No. Is it bad? No. Like, I have purses lined out and I wear them depending on what outfit I have and how I feel. That's also something very arbitrary that doesn't need to be done. Or just sort them, but I like it. And just do it. Oh, come on. I want the shiny Magneton. Magneton. Really want that shiny Umbreon and Sylveon though. Yeah, shiny Sylveon. In what ball would that one look best? What do you think? The lineup for next year looks pretty good. I won't lie. What's the lineup? Like, the music festivals I go to are almost exclusively hardstyle. Last year my favorite band were there and I didn't know. Oh, that sucks, yeah. What should I call my Smeargle? She's female. Do you have like any female artist or painter that you really like? That would be fitting. I want to capture in all in different balls. Do it in Moonball like me. For the shiny Sylveon. Yeah, that definitely would fit. Download is a 5-day rock and heavy metal music festival. Ah, you're a meddler. I see. Okay, it's 5 days, then I kind of understand why it costs 900 euros. Sometimes just gotta listen to my Sylveon folder, you know? I wonder where you would put Heartstyle. Would that be... like what folder, what evolution would that be? I know that the one character in Pokemon that apparently canonically listens to Heartstyle because their theme is at least like a crude attempt of imitation on Game Freak's part, but still. It's not bad, it's just crude. You definitely hear them. They were never trained in how to replicate these baselines. But that, Penny is her name, I think. She already has like every single evolution. Sometimes I might be more of a Glaceon mood. Umbreon would probably listen to Heartstyle. I mean, already got the glowing lights, perfect for rave parties, that's definitely true. You asked what game to catch Eevee, I meant Pokemon Moon, like me. Ah, okay. Not catch Eevee, maybe that's the wrong word. I should say breed Eevee. Ah, welcome back, Ahmed. Was playing flute after I felt like it, and welcome Smokey Mario and Kinox, yes. They have returned to my streams. Always nice, always a pleasure. Did you... like, what did you play on the flute? I just know that you have a flute now, which is cool. Flute notes are always, like, really high-pitched. I mean, Heartstyle is now the genre of the evolutions, that's very good. No, I was about to say, hey, Shiyu would be a wonderful shiny hunt, but apparently they're shiny locked, which... why do they still do that? I hate it. Apparently Masuda method has higher chances than SOS, yes. But, I mean, the best odds are definitely, if you have the shiny charm as well. Oh, come on. I can definitely get a shiny by now. Oh, the moon is so pretty. Wonderful that I can see it out of my window here. So I can keep sitting on my lazy butt and just observe the moon. That's nice. If I had a telescope now, there's planets that, like Saturn, that are very, at least, close to the moon, as in if you zoom into the moon with a telescope, with a good enough mirror, then you can just see Saturn in the distance. Someone of our club took a picture like that. It looks amazing. But unfortunately I don't have a telescope like that. At least not privately. Always use telescopes through the club. You have a shiny 6IV Japanese Ditto. Nice. I got a 6IV Korean Ditto once, and that's the one I've been using ever since. I have no idea if the Ditto is in fact hacked or not. But honestly, I don't care at this point. Yeah, I don't. I've used it already, now it's too late. My flute is bamboo. I was playing some random sounds, but they're okay sounds, they're not just sound. Yeah, well, there's definitely themes out there, the higher pitched note ones. Those would be much easier to play on a flute than, I don't know, a saxophone or something else. Still need that Solgaleo. I would trade it over to you, definitely. Went to Slam Dunk Festival this year as well. It was so good, and then it got McDonald's at midnight. Yeah, that's just how it goes with these festivals. Either you rock or you rave for hours on end and then just go to a fast food joint. That's the way to live. Can't say I didn't do that either. Can't think of any female artists for the nickname. I used Rosina for mine because I like Rosina Wachtmeister. She's a Austrian painter. Though I have to say I didn't go to McDonald's. I'm not a fan of McDonald's. I don't like the low quality. And you know, when you live in Luxembourg like I do, and you got a neighbor country that is essentially known to have the best French fries in the world, or just fast food joints, really high quality, you just go there. You don't need to go to McDonald's. It's just like, do I really need to go to Pizza Hut in Italy when there's a fantastic pizza everywhere, around every corner? No, not really, you know? That's why I don't really eat at McDonald's. Like, the last time I've eaten at McDonald's was literally when I was 15. And I in general, I just try to not eat too much of fast food. I know it tastes good, I'm not denying that, but I'm also not denying the fact that it's really terrible for your health. That's just the way it is. Hi, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Know many people on internet who somehow know how to get into relationships with others, but I always failed at love and romance. I suck. Even though I'm 17, you expect to at least know a girl close. No, why? You're 17. That's very young. Like my grandma from my Italian side, my paternal side, she didn't have her boyfriend until she was 30, and that just happened to be my nonno, my grandfather. And sometimes life is like that. Don't compare yourself too much with, oh, you know, I'm that age and I want to have this and this and this and that. Life is not a race. Life is... Unfortunately, a lot of people see life as a competition. It would be much better if we instead saw it as a collaboration. But unfortunately, that's probably not happening soon. But don't make yourself crazy about things like that. It's not a problem that you haven't had a girl even though you're 17. Who cares? Doesn't make you a loser. Some people just do stuff very early and others other people do stuff very late. I'm an example as well. I might have gotten a boyfriend, now husband, at 16, 15. Okay, but I only learned how to properly swim at age 10, where others have learned that like since they were much smaller or younger. And I only learned to tie my shoes when I was 12 years old, which is very late. And I also learned how to ride a bicycle only when I was 12 years old as well, where other kids were way ahead of me. But then again, I taught myself how to read and write. Read and write, not white. So I was really early when it comes to that. Like when I entered school, like the first elementary or primary school year, I could already write all these numbers and letters. I was like, what is this? I know that already. I was reading books very early already, so I actually didn't like it when my mom or my dad read books to me. I wanted to read them myself. So I'm really early when it comes to that, very late with other stuff, and that's just how it is. Don't listen to these very toxic incel groups that are like, yeah, you need to lose your virginity at that age. No, you don't. And even so, like, virginity is a stupid concept to begin with. Don't obsess over that. There's more important things to worry about. Don't let yourself get peer pressured into doing something earlier than you might have been comfortable with. And as I said before, you're 17. That's really young, you know. There's just, it's not even 1/3 of your life. You're even below that, you know. You shouldn't worry too much about that. Is there fast food that is slow food? Slow food would be something, I don't know, like that expensive, there's an expensive French cuisine restaurant that my parents, they like going there. They know the owner of the restaurant. Where you wait a long time for a very small steak to come up. And it's the opposite of fast food. Instead of being quick and cheap, you have to wait for a long time, so it's slow and it's expensive. So yeah, slow food in a way exists. And I mean, I can't exactly, I don't have the money to dine there every day or even once a week. One menu costs like 80, 100 euros, something like that. But it's really good though, I have to say, it's very good. The French, they know how to make good cuisine. Gotta hand that to them. So another of No's alts? Yeah, I think so. SOS is faster than hatching eggs, but less probable. Yeah, and I have to say hatching eggs is kind of boring. Not asking to get love, but I'm wondering how it feels to have one. Oh yeah, I mean, I have to say, if it's really you loving that person and the person loving you back, that is wonderful, definitely. I understand why so many media, like so many stories or songs are written about love. It's definitely one of the strongest feelings or emotions you're gonna go through. But as I always say, it is definitely better to be single than in an abusive relationship, so I think love can be truly amazing. Yes, it can, but you can't really force it. I think all the best relationships should sort of happen. Yeah, that's actually what happened with my relationship that I have right now, with my marriage. Still no shiny. Well, we did live very close together, so there's that. But we went through first friendship and then love, and I never thought that was gonna happen, like with that person. If you told toddler me that, oh yeah, you're gonna marry and desperately fall in love with the guy at your kindergarten who wants to have the exact same toys as you, yeah, you're gonna marry him and love him. Yeah, if you told me that when I was like 4 or 3 years old, I would have laughed in your face. But that's the reality now. I'm married to him. I wasn't looking for it actively, it just happened. Sometimes you fall in love with people you wouldn't have thought you would. Gotta really know the person. Looks like I really didn't know my ex that well. It's on her, honestly, lack of communication. Yeah, that's also important. Don't expect, oh, now I have a relationship, now I don't need to do anything. Oh, no. You need to build on that relationship. Like a relationship, having a good relationship is like building a good house together. The foundation needs to be good. It's give and take. Respect is a must. If you don't respect each other and you don't trust each other, the foundation is already very shaky. There's so much. I mean, a good relationship takes work, and I've noticed that some like incels out there, once they get a date or a relationship, and they're like, "Oh, this is so much work." Like, yeah, it's like a plant. You don't just let it die there in the corner. You need to water it and look after it. That's just how it is. The XP music. And the moon looking more yellow now. Well, yeah, it is work, but it's worth it when you have the right partner. I definitely have to say that. But there's people out there that have that relationship when they're in their 30s. That's just, you know, everyone's lives are different. And I just want a shiny. Let me see, maybe let's go to the entrance and go for the Magnemite first. Let's do that. While I kick you. But yeah, don't... I know it sounds very paradoxical, but don't go looking for love. Love finds you. And no, it's not a paradox. It's not a... It's not BS. It's not something out of a movie. It does seem to be that way. Just maybe focus on making connections with people. And then maybe out of all of these connections and friendships, something might, you know, something might develop, who knows? Gotta really know the person, that as well. Sometimes you think you know and then you know nothing, because that is a red flag. Like, you can waste so much, and people just don't talk about that a lot, especially not incels. They think, oh, relationship, that's the end to all means and all that. No. You can waste so much time of your life being in a bad relationship, and you don't want to be. So don't ignore red flags, absolutely. So it was bound to end, and she started giving me a lot of red flags. Yeah, I mean, I had that as well, but not with a romantic relationship. I had that with a friend relationship, as in someone who I thought was one of my best friends. And I just ignored so many red flags because I thought to myself, give him a chance. He had an alcoholic dad. But then again, do I really have to be tolerant towards narcissistic traits? No. And yeah, that was me doing that mistake. You know, now I'm realizing I could have, doing all these years of that, building that friendship, building that relationship. I mean, platonic, of course, not romantic. What if I used or invested that into another person, and that's time that I've lost? And now I can't change it. I just have to kind of say, okay, I've learned that and that. Don't ignore red flags, be it romantic or platonic. So platonic meaning nothing sexual going on, it's just friendship. Or nothing romantic as well. Because there's a lot of people out there saying you can't be in a platonic relationship with a person of the opposite sex when you're heterosexual, and I think that's nonsense. But yeah, Ahmed, be happy that you haven't wasted years of your life to a person that's not worth it yet. That's a privilege. It definitely is. So you don't have the trauma of that happening, you know? I mean, you can't drive a bicycle or can't tie my shoe, but I know how to make animation. I mean, to be fair, are bicycles and shoes with shoelaces, are those even a thing in Iraqi culture? Because I would definitely understand you not being able to learn that because it's never needed. Like, it would be stranger if you'd be from, I don't know, Amsterdam, where everyone uses a bicycle, where the bicycle itself uses a bicycle. That's how many bicycles there are there. But you're not from Amsterdam, so it's not weird. You also have to see the context that you're in, right? She justified racism and seismic against me because I'm a cis white male. What? That's... Can't do that, girl. That's not how it works. Oh god. You dodged a bullet there. Ah, okay. Not seismic because that's something to do with earthquakes. Never sought for love. It just kind of happened and I'm glad it did. Yeah, same. And anyone who has good relationships, it was always just kind of... They weren't even looking for love. It just happened. Yeah, same from my experience as well. I mean, I have it. And my parents as well. It just kind of happened, you know. They got to know each other through a common friend. Sometimes a common friend can be a accidental wingman for a new relationship, you know, or a wing woman. In my case, I mean, in my parents' case, like a work colleague of my mom, who's known to be kind of, well, infamous, not really, but she's known in the town that I grew up with to be kind of out there. Very quirky person, and she had a crush on my dad, but she did the mistake of introducing my dad to my mom, and they fell in love. And I'm the result of that, and my brothers as well. That wasn't planned. Like, they never thought that was gonna happen. And her words really hurt me. Oh yeah, words can definitely hurt. Even when people say it's just a word. Words can give you trauma, you know? It's not just a word. A word can be weaponized, like so many things. You were too loyal, you took it really seriously. Yeah, that's what a responsible person in a relationship should do. That's her problem. One of the reasons why I believe I'm not gonna find love is because I'm just not the guy you would find these days. I mean, I don't even know if I'm a good person. I mean, what if I'm a jerk? I always wonder. Well, you could be a jerk now, maybe, but you can change. And if you can change, you're already ahead of so many other men that I know that are just very narcissistic. And not just men, women as well. Arrogance knows no gender. Ironically enough, evil people usually are very intolerant, but evilness, or just the like, there's evil is represented in every single gender, in every single skin color, in every single culture. Funnily enough, evil in and of itself is very tolerant and doesn't discriminate. Just putting that out there, but yeah. You're very young, Amit. So you can still, I mean, your frontal lobe of the brain still hasn't fully developed yet. That only happens once you're 26, so maybe you haven't found yourself yet, and there's people who realize who they truly are in their 40s. That's okay, that's fine. Still got so much time to grow, maybe find out new stuff, or maybe you'll find it through a common hobby, you know? A woman, a girl that just likes cooking or baking just as much as you do. Or maybe a vampire girlfriend that likes blood as well. Would be fitting. Oh yeah, and like Kinox says, a relationship will not fix your problem. It's like that, I keep saying that, and I also keep saying a baby won't fix your relationship. People just, I don't know, fixate on, oh, relationship is gonna make things all good. No. Okay, maybe you're not alone, but sometimes being alone is preferable to being in a really bad relationship. Kaiser Kamazin, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Shout out to one of my patrons, Kaiser Kamazin. Oh, you can just stay for a quick while? Very busy, so I can't stay, but I just wanted to say hi. Oh, thank you for the hi. I definitely appreciate that. Currently building a new PC, so I'll send pics of when I'm done. Oh, nice. Hope it's gonna be a beast. I mean, a relationship definitely shouldn't be what fixes your problems, and it just often doesn't. She preferred her woke ideology over me and left me for someone as woke as her. Oh, well, her loss. I mean... yeah, just... forget about her, yeah. I think that's the best thing you can do. I mean, I'm not a relationship therapist, although I might sound like one now. But I think I actually can say things that are helpful about it, since I've been in a relationship, a successful one, with no breaks or major breakups, anything, for 14 years. I support my husband as much as I possibly can. And he does the same for me. I know, apparently I was too committed, man. She doesn't know what the hell she wants. Yeah, but that's a good thing. You should be loyal. Imagine having an illoyal partner. Like, no. I'm a picky person, so I don't have many friends. Maybe I should have been more picky with friends in the past as well, I have to say, Amit. I don't know if that's always a bad thing. Sometimes not. Make sure I trust them so I can truly call them friends, yeah. Have a lot of trust problems, but I do trust you guys. Well, that's... well, thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, I don't have any ulterior motives, I don't want to gain anything. I don't do these kind of mind games, psychological trickster stuff. I don't do it because it's just a waste of mental resources. I'd rather use that energy to better myself. I don't know, for example, become a better singer, learn yet another language, something like that, and not bring other people down. I think that's pathetic. Too loyal what? Yeah, I know, right? Like, that's crazy. When you dodge a bullet, you know? Dodging a bullet like Keanu Reeves in the Matrix. Or Thomas Anderson, I guess. What's before going to boot camp in the army? You're gonna meet new people, I'm gonna meet new people, and plus you were too committed. Oh, you definitely dodged a bullet there. I mean, jeez, that would have ended in a catastrophe sooner or later. So better get away from the ticking time bomb before it explodes. Another thing, I'm not sure if people even like me. I may see you as a great person, but I don't want to call you a friend. I mean, that's okay to make the distinction of that. There's a lot of people I would call them a great person, but I wouldn't call them a friend. Because I know you may not see me as a friend in return, which is good. Yeah, you don't need to be friends with everyone either. Hey there, Yellow Camera Titan Gaming. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Trying to get a shiny... what is it? No, not a magneton, a magnemite, which is called magnetilo in German. Till now, no luck, but I will not give up. And of course she moved to California in the wokest state in this asshole of a country. I've heard a lot of California. Not sure what is true and what's not true. Months later she texts me that she found someone else. Well then, she's someone else's problem now. It's really weird the way she went about it, but I guess I can understand moving on if people go separate ways. Sometimes it's for the best of them to break up, yes. And sometimes that might happen to friends who you were friends with for 10 years and then you just, you know, you just live you just live a different life now. You've changed as a person, which is completely fine. And you're just not as compatible as friends anymore. Unfortunately, that just happens. Not mockingly asked you. Stupid. Too loyalist, just what? Indeed. Indeed. Okay, what I would like to have is a shiny Magnemite. Or any shiny from the new mobile basement. Who do you think I had in mind while singing the cover? Well, that's a good question. Like, I'm really bad with names, but was more of the folk style music singing, like these kinds of voices. Oh, actually, Kinox, I misread your question. My bad. But yeah, you had her in mind. Yeah, that helps, you know. When you're singing about heartbreak, something like that. To imagine just putting emotions into your singing. That's something my singing teacher also tells me to do. Probably not someone you would have wanted to be with anyways. At least not long term, yeah. Alright, 3 seconds. She's water under the bridge now. That's a saying I'm not familiar with, but I think I can guess what it means. I don't suffer over her anymore, and that's good. Because the friend that I mentioned, I wouldn't say I suffered, but I just catch myself being very angry at that person, and that's like a waste of feelings and energy. I don't want to feel angry. Plus, she's not even thinking about me right now. Probably she must have having the time of her life with a new woke pet in California. New woke pet, jeez. Who knows, you know? People... I don't think that they're always doing well. Guys, whatever you do, never get any vaccines. The governments are trying to fill us with bombs. Yeah, vaccine bombs. They're gonna hit a switch and then we're all gonna explode simultaneously. For New Year's Eve. That's the plan of all the governments. Sounds like she wasn't taking the whole relationship as seriously as you, and did a really poor job in actually communicating that and basically just let you on. Yeah, that's my take as well. She never opened up and talked about what's going on. That's a big red flag. I was thinking of her while singing the cover. It was cathartic and gave me closure. Yeah, art can give you closure like that. That's definitely true. Like some of the songs that I really like in hardstyle are usually overcoming trauma, overcoming depression, overcoming feeling bad, and just because you can identify with the text and the vibes so much that it's definitely cathartic and healing. My problem in life is I don't know who I am. I'm always asking questions and wondering and overthinking with zero intention of staying alive once I have nothing to live for. Yeah, I know that you're going through difficult times right now. But again, you're pretty young still, right? There's still so much ahead of you, and honestly, that might sound crazy, but you don't need to discover who you are. Because who you are can definitely change from year to year depending on, well, who you are, you know? So don't focus on that, just focus on feeling good, basically. Doing things that you love. Maybe work on a hobby, maybe try perfecting one. putting energy into that, and I think the rest will eventually fall into place. I'm happy in the relationship I'm in. Actually believe my relationship has allowed me and my boyfriend to grow as people together. That's when you know it's good. Because that's what I did with my husband. We grew alongside each other and we grew together. And we are supporting each other in, like, for example, I'm more of a, I'm hyper organized. I know not every artist is, but I'm on the hyper organized spectrum. And my husband has problems with that. So I usually take these kinds of roles when it comes to planning or just like, you know, personal finances, doing Excels, keeping track of calendars and dates and all that. That's what I do because he's not that good at it. But then all the hands, like the handcraft, repairing stuff, repairing a washing machine. Don't let me do that. I'm an idiot with my hands. Like, I can't. But he can do that. And he doesn't really need that much information to be able to pull it off. And we just help, like, we complement each other with that. And those relationships are the best because that's a very strong foundation. Then, of course, alongside with trust, which is also very important. And we're also very much alike. Some people prefer having a partner who's like an opposite of them. Others prefer someone who's very close to them in terms of likes and dislikes and character. I'm definitely of the camp of I like a partner who's like me, and luckily I got that. I hold no grudges. I wish her the best. Hope she's happy, but she can stay the F away from me. Yeah. I hope I never see her again in my life, hopefully. Yeah, that's good that you found closure. That's actually, I have to admit, that's a thing that, I think that's a weakness I have. I have really, not that I'm too grudgeful or anything, but, or maybe sometimes I am, I have to say. I don't act upon them though. I don't actually sabotage the people's life that I don't, like, I'm still grudgeful against. Because I don't think that's healthy at all. But I do have trouble forgiving, and I do have trouble getting over stuff like that. Still have grudges for bullies, like every single freaking bully, every single bad word and stuff that has been said to me and done onto me. I still remember that. Still remember myself randomly just catching myself going, oh, how dare you? But, oh well. I mean, I haven't seen them in years. I just hope I won't see them again. And if I do see them again, I actually do hope that they've become a better person, you know? I'm definitely not a fan of bullies. I've said that quite often here. I hate bullies. But yeah, I do wish that I would not be like this too much, unfortunately. My favorite types of songs are the songs I like. Yeah. You know that statement you did? That's a self-truth referring statement. It's called a tautology in math. Just a random fact that my brain just thought to bring up. Okay, I could have a shiny for now. I mean, come on, game. Give me the shiny. Gimme. No, I don't want this. It's bronze. My favorite types of food are the ones I like. I love tautology or tautological sentences. They just prove themselves. Or they're just self-evident. Only focused on me right now. Already experienced being in a relationship those 3 years. I learned a lot and I matured. I'm not in a hurry to get into another relationship. Yeah, definitely. That's a good thing. Gotta get to know the next girl. Yeah, exactly. Pretty sure something will turn up. Okay, I'm starting to feel toxic by the fact that we're talking about jerks and bad people. So let's talk about something positive, like how beautiful the moon is today. Yeah, sorry, if I do need to change the subject, just tell me. And yes, the moon definitely is nice today. Now it's, can't see it from my window anymore. It's not as red anymore. But I'm looking forward for the nice pictures that my club members will do. Some people actually do change, yeah? For the better, some for the worse, but not all of them. I had a bully in my class long ago that actually became a really chill person now. Oh, that's wonderful. Can't see the moon? Well, it also depends on the weather, of course. You're from London, right? Or at least England? Don't you have rain 24/7? Of course, I'm saying this jokingly. But yeah, if the sky is covered in clouds, of course you're not gonna see anything. I'm guessing I'll be able to see the moon tonight. Yeah, hopefully for you, because it's definitely at a very nice angle, and it's very close as well. So optically it appears larger than usual. You're crying alone? Crying makes me feel better. Yeah, that's a good thing that you don't suppress the crying, because a lot of guys do that, and oh my bad. A lot of men do that, or boys, and it's really unhealthy. That doesn't do anything. Do not bottle feelings up. Let them out. And even if you do it in a room for yourself, that doesn't make you a loser. What makes you a loser is actually bottling them up, and then once they just explode, and then you're actually more of a abuser than a victim. It actually did rain today, and yeah, there are clouds. Yeah, that's standard for England. I don't hold any grudges on them because, I mean, yeah, it's all in the past and people make mistakes. Yeah, but still, I mean, for me, it's in the past. To be fair, the bullies that I had were maybe more than just the standard bullying. I mean, some got very physical and violent and very manipulative, and pretty sure some of them even had some kind of disorder going on, be it talking about personality disorders, like cluster B personality disorders, be it BPD, narcissism, antisocial personality disorder. Not really uncomplicated people, but still, that's still not a excuse, right? And I can still feel like, I mean, I can still see that I've been unjustly treated, and that anger is at least justified. That's what psychologists and psychiatrists have told me, that it's, you know, forgiveness doesn't always heal you. Forgiveness doesn't mean closure. You don't always have to forgive. Closure can look different to some people. But I don't want to go around holding grudges either. I want to enjoy life, the one life that I got. Then it's back to eternal oblivion. I might as well enjoy the ride as long as I can. So I definitely become more, let's say, hedonistic, but not at the expense of others, right? I just Like I'm starting to sell a lot of my clothes that I don't really wear that often, and then as opposed to having a lot of clothes, I would prefer having less, but then the clothes that I do have are much higher in quality. For example, just enjoying it starts with enjoying the simple things in life. Currently talking to a few girls right now, but honestly some of them are nice, but others I feel like they want attention or use me as a shoulder to cry on. Yeah, unfortunately there's people out there as well that you just have to figure out, do they actually want something genuine, or is it actually genuine? Oh, there's a thunderstorm where you are. Oof. Crying, I get to release so much negative energy. Yeah, that's what crying is for, literally. That's why we evolved to cry. And that's why our crying is very visual, because we're a very empathetic species, and we were meant to live in groups. But yeah, don't bottle that up. That's not good at all. When I'm sad, I like to listen to sad music. Sometimes just letting yourself feel it is what you need. You know, that's interesting, because I'm not like that at all. When I'm sad and I listen to sad music, I just go into a horrible spiral, and then that just makes me more depressed. What helps me actually is when I'm sad, listening to upbeat music. That's one big reason why I almost never really listen to sad music, because I never am in the mood for it. Don't hold grudges on that person because they have grown as a person and very much improved. Yeah, I mean, in that case, definitely. But I do know some of them who mistreated me, they're still doing their thing. And some of them were really horrible, like, actually, I'm sorry to say this, abused animals and hit their girlfriends. I mean, that's such a low, hitting your girlfriend. Come on, just hitting your partner, being violent, regardless of the gender, but jeez. One of those girls is the one that prefers being treated like garbage by this ginger narc, then dumping him and actually spend time with me, someone that actually treats her like a human being. Well, I think that's another, you know, there's people that, this is very, actually more complex than people think. Maybe she grew up in a very abusive household, and sometimes these people, they grow up thinking that being abusive means love. And of course that's wrong, but they don't know because they grew up in a environment like that continuously from birth. And well, it's not your responsibility to heal her, because then I can fix him, or I can fix her. No, don't. Unless you're like a licensed therapist. Just don't. It's like so much energy and so much time that you can invest in yourself. Kind of with psychology, it's like with the, you know, when the oxygen masks fall down in a plane emergency, put your mask on first and then help the others. It's kind of like that with psychology as well. So maybe look for something else. I know it's easier said than done. When I'm sad, I listen to my playlist, hoping the loud music will block the sadness. That's actually why I love listening to hardstyle, because it's so upbeat and it just kicks your depression. It just kicks it really loud, and it always helps. And the lyrics are usually, or the themes are very uplifting. Going through a hard time, surviving it. Come on, Shiny, you should appear now. You listen to Slipknot when you're sad, okay? Loud or fast music helps me focus actually sometimes. Interesting. I think I have like too many thoughts that just kind of shuts all of them up, letting me focus on what I need to. Oh, that's good to know then. It's different for everyone, of course. You need to know what works for you, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. Trial and error, basically. Try to go off my sadness, but I let go of my anger with bad ways like punching things. I once punched a door and broke it and made strong deep wood, and also let go of anger by seeing fire. Seeing fire? What do you mean? Watching fire? Ah, okay, so you're watching fire to calm down? Yeah, I've heard there's people that do that. Apparently that helps. Watching fire really helps me release feelings. Yeah, that's why so many luxury hotels or just comfy rooms have a fireplace. I think that definitely there's a psychological component to watching fire. You know, Shiny, you can definitely show up now. What's your problem? Got so many yesterday and now only one? To be fair, this is also a lot about progressing in the story. And unfortunately that beeping noise that you hear, I still cannot get rid of it. This girl clearly likes some toxic, and this ginger narc weeb who thinks he's hot. S is misogynistic and hops from woman to woman in this group that I'm in. People leave him and he's unable to see. Yeah, that's typical of narcissists. They do have some kind of self-awareness when it comes to masking and just being a two-faced piece of, you know? But they're completely unaware of how annoying or how just unpleasant they are. It's really weird. They're like, I don't know. It's like they're almost aware, but not entirely. It's crazy. He's the problem. Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, he's probably keeping her around because that's what these kinds of people need, you know? They need supply, they need attention, they need humans to manipulate, unfortunately. Fire is kind of mesmerizing, yeah, definitely. I also think thunder and rain are mesmerizing, like thunderstorms. The guy has a despotic dictator complex. Every narcissist has that. Even the covered ones, they're just good at not letting you, like, not showing it. Everyone has to do whatever the F he says, and if he doesn't get what he wants, he throws a tantrum. Also very classic narcissist. Not like inside fire, like a campfire. Oh yeah, bigger flames then. Okay. Of course I say this, I'm a Flareon. Yeah? I mean, it's definitely true. There's something to... I mean, people get fake fireplaces installed not for no reason. He knows not to F with me because I've put him in his place before. Good. And I've noticed he's clearly scared of me and he's always so vigilant and watches everything I do or post. Very good. Oh yeah, they kind of go through a mental crisis when they see that someone is not falling for their BS. It's really funny and pathetic because I always imagine what could they do with their time and energy if they didn't invest that into being spiteful a-holes and instead to actually become a better person. They'd actually be maybe half as nice as they think themselves that they are, because they always have a fake idealized version of themselves in their head and they try to be that. And they're not only are they lying to themselves, they are also lying to everyone else. I mean, okay, I was about to say that the opposite way. They're not only lying to themselves, to others, they're also constantly lying to themselves. And that's like a very pathetic existence. I'm sorry if I have to say it, but like, geez, am I happy to not have that personality disorder? It's like crazy. And throughout the years, these other weep girls have fed his ego and sees himself as this cute, emo, toxic anime e-boy. Oh god. Oh god almighty. Distracts and almost everything cramped. Oh boy, hopefully it's better now. Don't forget your magnesium for the day. It's good for that. I did deal with people who are also like this growing up at school, who F with everyone. They think that you should think them of badass people. No, they're just pathetic. Oh, actually, and this is real, this is actually a thing. One of my former bullies is actually deceased because he messed with the wrong guy in prison. And well, you know, when the trash takes itself out. I know this might sound really mean, but if you know what that person has done, you'd say the same. You think the same, Yana? Yeah, I mean, it's self-evident, you know. If you got at least some kind of emotional intelligence, you can definitely see that. Us emos don't accept him into our culture. Very good. Yeah, you don't want to have toxic emos. Once had a jerk who go effing around with other students and girls till he effed with me. I told him bring a knife or something. Oof. And he will bring something, let's fight. He brought a effing bat made out of wood, but I got a real life blade. Okay, well, yeah, that is very terrifying. You don't... Like, a blade can definitely hurt you, even though a bat can as well. Have you ever been hit by a baseball bat before, or just have a baseball bat drop on your foot? These things hurt. Oof. To be fair though, hardwood maybe doesn't hurt as much as metal. This girl hangs out with him despite his SE behavior. Yeah, it's something, I mean, I don't understand why some girls do that. Towards her, she's a huge lapdog of his. Yeah, that's what they want. It's what psychologists, or sometimes they refer to as flying monkeys. It's a term that originates from the Wizard of Oz, where the evil, the wicked witch of the West, she had flying monkeys do her bidding. And they didn't question her orders, and they just did what she wanted. And that's what probably that person is to that fake emo. Does everything he says, and she only comes to me and cry and whine about him. And she keeps going back to him. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you just can't help some people. Treats her badly, and I tell her to put him in his place or ignore him. She doesn't listen, and it's an endless cycle. Yeah, that's what they that's exactly what they're hoping for. They're hoping for a kind of exploitative relationship where they, like, that constellation can just go on and on continuously. I've seen people age 20 years in 5 years because of having a partner like that. Like, I've seen it happen. And it's no joke. Stress like that from a bad relationship like that can age you like crazy. So Ahmed, be happy. Don't mourn for the good things that you missed. Be happy about the bad things that you miss. I think that's much more productive. I have a blade that is so scary, I made it myself. Everyone who F's with me, I challenged them to a duel. Pull up with my holy blade. Jeez, that's very Ahmed. Yeah, isn't that illegal? At least, I can only speak about how it is in Luxembourg. A blade longer than 12 centimeters is illegal to carry with you. Okay, I really could have a shiny right now. What's up, game? Got tons of shiny yesterday and now kind of crickets. Honestly, I'm only in that group because I have other friends there, and honestly to cringe and make fun of the guy who acts Schadenfreude. So you want the Schadenfreude, alright? But yeah, maybe make a different group with these people that you could kind of evade him, because that's what I mean, I have a lot of experience with narcissistic people, and the best thing you can do is just no contact, like 0 contact, or at the very least minimal contact. It's for your sanity. In my country, even being caught carrying any sort of knife, you could land you in prison. Same here. Although there's definitely the law with the length of the blade. Unless you have an actual reason. What would the actual reason be? Like a hunter knife? Like for your work or something? Yeah, I think that would maybe be the only exception. But then again, I'm not familiar with the laws in Iraq, where Ahmed is from. To be fair, chef, do they run around with these steak blades? I don't think so. Like in private. Or carpenter, yeah, some tools can be used as a lethal weapon, definitely. This girl I'm telling you about does everything for him, even as she doesn't ask for, like draw his OC for channel art for free. Oh no. And she wants to charge me $20 for commission, and she calls herself my friend. Oh. And I'm pretty sure you've already discussed this with her. And she doesn't seem to see the irony. I mean, that would be a classic case of such a dynamic. I've seen it a million times already, and it's tiring. Enjoy collecting dangerous weapons. I have bows and some... You have guns? Made from World War II and World War I and Cold War guns. Oh jeez. And that's legal to have? You love lethal weapons? Alright, 10 seconds, let's see. Still no shiny. What a disappointment. I mean, we've gotten one at least, but still. Definitely need to level up my team if I'm ever gonna go back to those gym leaders. And of course she's one of the admins of his despotic server. Of course, yeah. So long as they stay in your house, it sounds legal enough. Like I said before, I actually don't have any idea. Most of my is my father's stuff, but I owned them after my father. Yeah, that's fair. The irony, he treats her like garbage and a sex object. She loves him and gives him free money and art, but I treat her nicely and with love and $20. Oh, God. That's what they always do. They just, you know, these kinds of people, they just hope that they find someone to exploit like that. Usually, like, being a free, like, mooching off of a partner, be it financially or be it with energy, time. They're essentially vampires in a way, but they don't suck your blood out of you, they suck your psychic. And I'm not saying this in a very pseudoscientific way, but more of a just your energy, your happiness, your well-being, they suck that out of you. And at what cost? Like, you don't even get anything good. Get treated like crap. Can't believe all the girls in there simp for him and can't see his past and current behavior with women. Well, then you kind of can see these women and tell yourself that's a lot of bullets that I dodged. You don't want to have a toxic girl as your partner. Toxic anything. Okay, can I get a shiny now? No? Still nothing? Really? Kind of sounds like it's her fault at this point. Like, how do you not realize you're being manipulated? Well, I don't know about fault. Like, I don't know how she grew up. I definitely know some women who always managed to get into, like, they were very nice otherwise, but they just always managed to get into relationships like that, you know, very abusive ones. And as it turns out, those were just, they grew up like this, so they grow up thinking being abused is them showing me love, even though that's not the case. But if you live like this, if you grow up like this, that's their norm, unfortunately. It takes a lot of time and energy to make them rethink this. So I find it easy to mimic some people's voice. Not all, but some, like Samurai Jack. There was a villain called Demango, was a voice that is hard to copy, but I can copy it. It's easy for me. I definitely need to check out the voice then. Demango. Oh, still no shiny. What's up? Oh, the stationary Voltorbs, those are gonna take an eternity. I'm just gonna know. I have that already. I have that feeling. Currently talking to this girl that got kicked out for bad behavior when she didn't do anything. She knows the guy is a narcissistic a-hole. We mock him together. Yeah, well, I get it. You know, it's always them. They can sure dish it out, but taking it, oh no, then they throw a tantrum. It's ridiculous and hypocritical. Right, let's see. Not a shiny. That's too bad. Very strange. Got a rain of, like, yesterday it was raining shinies, and now one. very nostalgic, that Frutiger Aero playlist. Because you're hunting electric types, grass types resist them, and therefore the Oddish army took all the shinies. Could be, yeah, could be. Come on, shiny now, please. Shiny now, shiny now, shiny now. No? Oh, thought that magic worked since it worked yesterday. The night she got banned, him plus all the lapdogs created a private chat to solely humiliate her. The girl fought back and oof, you should have seen his reaction and the audios he sent to her were hilarious. Oh yeah, I actually, like when you, that kind of thing would be illegal in Luxembourg, and I already, like people did that to me as well, and I went like, oh, I can go to a lawyer and yeah, make you pay for this in a legal sense, or you're gonna remove it now. They always removed it immediately. Fictional story made many villains like that. One of the things I know how to make villains, I guess it's because I'm a villain in a way. I wouldn't say so. Having grudges or strong emotions, negative ones, doesn't make you a villain. Alright, let's see. Please let this one be the shiny. No, still nothing. Ugh. But yeah, these people should be shown that you shouldn't just, you know, don't let them do these things. I'm not saying you should retaliate, but do show them that, hey, this is unhealthy, and if it has to be done that way or dealt with that way, then do it like I did. The chick said he wasn't maintained and he got so heated because, true, he's been a leech for 24 years. Yeah, usually these kinds of people, like, they're leeches. And just started working recently out of need because his parents died. Ooh. So it's a person refusing to work. Which, I mean, nowadays I kind of understand the working world is really utter crap. But there's still a difference, like just using someone else's money for your personal gain, and I don't know. I think that's wrong. If it's just leeching like that and not contributing to anything. Like, for example, if you're in a relationship and one of them is working and the other one isn't, at least the non-working one should be doing the dishes and just keep the household together. But then they don't even, like, they're not even capable of doing that. They just sit at home every single day and do nothing. And then they expect their working partner coming home to clean and do the rest. It's even worse when they have kids. So, yeah, these kinds of people, they just, they drain you of everything. Of money, of energy, of love, of time. Money, love, time that you could have spent elsewhere. And I could have had a shiny until now, but for some reason, no. One of my villains is a parasite that makes its first appearance as a pet from Magic Skeleton, but he accidentally loses it, and the parasite grows to control metal and become a main villain. So the pet becomes a main villain? Okay, interesting. His mom died this year and he has been trying to get sympathy, but before he would spend all day home thinking he's hot, asking people for money, not working and not paying his mom's rent. Oh, so his mom was already kind of tight on money then, I assume. And he just... I mean, yeah, to be fair, I think it's kind of, I don't know, it comes across as a shock to me when parents have to ask rent from kids, especially when the kids are minors. Which is a thing of, you know, you made the kid, that was your decision, no one decides to be born. That's actually a non-consensual act, birth. So you should be able to provide for them then, but of course this is a different context. Where you got a grown man child. Like, I'm still, I have to say, I'm still, because I don't have found a job yet, I'm still mostly dependent, financially dependent on my parents. But then again, they agreed to help me. They consented. I never was sitting there expecting them to do that. And I'm not actually living on my own with my husband. Because I don't want to, I don't know, I don't, like, at one point you don't want your mom picking up after you, you know? When you're 30, you're married, yeah. Better to get your own money, do your own stuff. Hey there, Arch, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Well, I'm gonna be streaming for maybe 20 minutes then. So yeah, there definitely was a stream. I got a shiny Surreal. And now I'm in the new Morvile basement thing. Because the, yeah, those twins, they're a bit too hard as a gym leader right now, so I'm doing this side quest. Parents didn't consent to birth me, let's get them cancelled. Well, I mean, if you really follow that logic, and here's the Sweel that I caught, bubblegum, very good. You know, when you take it to that extreme, there's actually a philosophical movement called anti-natalism, where some of them, they see birth or giving birth to a new being inherently evil, because you cannot consent to being born. Which I don't dismiss it outright, but still, I don't think that giving birth is always evil. I think there's more things to consider in that case. Guy thinks he's tough. He's clearly never been in a fight, because every fight he's been he's won. Yeah, he tells it. Yeah, of course, they always invent that. Where they're always either the victor, the hero, or they're the victim of something really unfair and tragic. It's never anything else. Like, never the loser. Like, very convenient, isn't it? They picked on his friend and he defended him. Someone who has actually fought has no problem saying, this one time I got my butt kicked. Yeah, definitely. I know people like that. And there are people that can easily lift over 200 kilograms. Typical weeb who thinks he's tough and gets his stories from anime plots. Yeah, I mean, if I had a euro for every single time I've seen a person like this, I'd have a lot of money. The typical one, if they don't separate me, I could have killed her. Yeah, just big talk. Big talk, that's all. That's all it is. How's the people doing? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I have to say my spirits are pretty high lately. Especially yesterday's stream got me so many shinies. It was very fun. Okay, the shiny could definitely appear now. It's getting a bit tiring. No? Still nothing, game? Alright, do that. Looking for a shiny Magnemite in the new Morvile entrance. And then I would like to have a Magneton. And then there's a couple of Voltorbs that are stationary there. Hopefully those don't take as long as the ones in Sapphire. Dude, I've been in plenty of fights. Some I've won, some I've gotten my butt kicked. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Apparently above the average human now. How are you above the average human? Alright, 10 seconds. Alright, let's see. Let's see what I get. Hopefully a shiny would be... Oh, still nothing. Cannot say because the Omni wouldn't understand. Are you sure, Arch? Ain't the toughest, but I can totally kick his butt. I can bet on it too. Oh, that would destroy his ego if you would challenge him and then beat his butt in front of everyone. Like, that's how I actually, you know, there's meltdowns in psychology. And an autistic meltdown is different from a narcissistic meltdown. So an autistic meltdown is not because they want something and then they're like throwing a temper tantrum just like a toddler. When an autist has it, it's because they just got so many sensory inputs and it's literally overflowing. When a narcissist has it, it's because his ego dies and is shattered and they just literally, like, they cannot deal with that. And that's very funny to see. Although it can be dangerous because they can flip out and then even do crazy stuff you would never do under any circumstances because you're not crazy. Like, look up how many, or maybe don't, it's creepy and sad. So many narcissists or cluster B personality parents. Now, a lot of them, you know, do something not so nice with their kids or spouses. The odds of them getting offed is very high. Throws a lot of tantrums. Yeah, I mean, of course, he's a narcissist. It just sounds like a very typical one. Like the run-of-the-mill one. The good thing is about them, or the easy thing, once you know them, once you know what their strategy is, you figured them all out. It's almost like they work on one single brain cell collectively. Like, it's always the same tactics, always the same behavioral patterns, always the same lame excuses, always the same abuse, always the same with how they always need to be the victor or the best one. It's always the same. They're also very easy to manipulate, but be careful when you do that. It can backfire. Because I found a gif on SM1 booping a Jolteon and the creator is Lord Arch. Always streams on Discord for people to watch him. One night he streamed, no one paid attention because we were talking, laughing, having fun. And he left pissed because it wasn't about him. Typical. God. I wish people would just be more forthcoming and just collectively not agree with letting that kind of behavior go on and just say, nah, you know what? Hit the road. Annoy someone else with your antics. And sometimes their mistreatment, like they're kind of testing the waters, you know. They're testing how far can I go with the abuse. And they always hope that they find a flying monkey that they just can abuse, and the flying monkey's being very loyal to them, helping them, be it financially or with work, just anything that helps them. Which making free art for them, I also see that as something that would fit in that category. Having a big ego is not good. I actually think I know there's drugs out there that can give you something called a ego death. I think ego death is something that everyone should experience at least once. It's very healthy. Like having a big ego is actually ridiculous and it's not good. Instead, you should have self-confidence. That's much better and much healthier. Kinas, why do you feel like he looks like Ed Sheeran? I mean, I don't know. Because they're gingers. Is that what you mean? Last fight we had, where I put him in his place, he sent one of his lapdogs. He recorded me as talking him. I got banned. I made a video exposing him with proof. He made a video lying about me. Oh, so you're basically showcasing, hey, not so fast there. Yeah. End up turning the comments off because of me. Yeah, they sure cannot handle any amount of criticism for the fact that they love dishing it out, you know? They love dishing out hate, mean comments, but as soon as that gets returned, they're crying like little babies. Ed Sheeran looks like Ron Weasley. I mean, not really. Do I look like any other blonde person on the planet because we happen to share the same hair color? There's more to that than that. I think Ron Weasley has a different, well, like the actor has a different face than Ed Sheeran. At least I haven't seen him for a long time. I don't really care about Ed Sheeran. Like, I'm not a fan of his music. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's really good either. His Pokemon song with the Celestial, that was okay. That was okay. Again, not saying it's bad, but yeah, I don't need it. For 1 second, it felt like the music was like that. Was it the Mermaid Casino where money flows like water? That's what it says. That theme from Skullgirls. At least for a second, I thought it was gonna be that, but no. Omni, has my wife been here? Yes, your wife has indeed been here, but only for a very short time, because your wife is busy apparently. The guy is a hypocrite too. Well, they naturally are. By then his father passed away. I didn't attack him through there because my grandma died and I know how it feels, and guess what? He and his laptops picked on my dead grandma. Why would you do that? That's horrible. It's freaking horrible. That happened to me as well. Like when both of my grandmothers died, my grandparents, my grandfathers died when I was way... I mean, I barely got to know my paternal grandfather. All the memories I had was when I was a small toddler and he giving me a bottle of milk and all that, and that's it. You know, they died really early, unfortunately. But when my maternal grandmother died, the bullies in my class, like, I took that really heavily. I'm still not over her death because we were just best friends. She was wonderful. It was a very important part of my life and one of the most amazing people I've ever had the fortune of meeting. And when she died, of course, that was horrible for me. And they just made fun of that, and I was... Oh, God, how evil do you have to be? It's like that's monster level. And then guess what? The same thing happened. Like my maternal grandmother died in 2005. And I still think of her like pretty much every single day. But I try to have her in my mind, like positively, all the nice moments we had. And then my other grandmother, my Italian one, my paternal one, she died in 2011. And then these bullies that I had in high school, they did the same thing. Like, are you evil? Do you enjoy being a psychopath? Jeez. Imagine doing that. If I had a kid and I've heard my kid, like if some friend of my kid came to me and said, oh yeah, your son, your daughter is making fun of my deceased grandparents. Oh boy, I would completely unleash the Italian side on my kid, let me tell you. I mean, not hitting them. Some people think that is what that means. No, just meaning really giving them a very stern talk, because that's just absolutely disrespectful. I mean, she was busy with me. Guy is a pussy boy. I attacked him, he can defend himself, but he pussied out and picked on my dead grandma. That's a very low. Like, that's so low. You couldn't do limbo because it would be underground. I know that's not funny, but that's how low it is. Jeez. Yeah, I would definitely... I mean, it would definitely be better for your mind and for your... Oh, come on, Shiny. Can't you appear for now? It would definitely be better for your... just for your mind, for your well-being, to try and cut as much contact as possible. Oh, he I mean, yeah, people say I'm evil when I say haha. I laugh when these kinds of people get traumatized, but then they don't, like, they underestimate, or severely even underestimate, how much trauma these kinds of personality problem wackos dish out in the world. So yeah, no sympathy from me there. That's what you sow, then that's what you reap. F around and find out, you know? They always want to F around, but they never want to find out. That's not how real life works. And they're too dumb to get it, I guess. I don't know. Come on, stomach, I already ate so much today, I don't need more. Okay, getting impatient here. I've definitely decided in my life that I don't want anything like that being a part of my life anymore. Like, kind of since I've turned 30, it just dawned on me more that how much time have I wasted on people that never gave that back, or, you know, I was defending them behind their backs and they just talked S behind my back, and that's just, no, you don't need that in your life. I'm just setting my boundaries now, more than I ever have. Funny because the guy would make videos essaying on other YouTubers, basically doxing them. Oh, doxing is a crime, you know? But then I dedicated him one video exposing him as proof. I demolished him and he turned off his comments. Not because I'm scared of him, it's just not worth it and he's pathetic. Yeah, not worth your time, definitely not. And if you see that, if that is the stuff they put on the internet, usually what's happening in real life is even worse. It was a remix of the song before Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Shout out to James, he just gifted me that game, like he bought me a Switch game. Be like James, be a good friend. And I'm not saying that because he bought me anything, don't get me wrong, I'm saying it because we've known each other since 2009 and like no fallout. He's not being bad behind my back. He always been helpful, kind, humble as well, and very uncomplicated. I don't know when he tells me friends think he's complicated. I'm like, no, really? You're not? Maybe he had the wrong friends then. And life's too short for the wrong people, you know? It just is. And I'm kind of angry with myself for noticing or just really truly realizing that at the age that I'm currently at. Okay, Omni, not of all of us has $70 want a copy of Super Mario Maker 2. Yeah, that's why I said I did say that doesn't, like, that is not the hallmark of a good friendship. It's not money, of course, that wasn't what I was trying to convey. On the other hand, if he would have insulted my grandma in my face that night, he would have left in a body bag. But meh. No box, just say it in person. He's just, yeah, I mean, that's usually what they are, you know. All talk, nothing behind them. And especially over the internet, it's really easy, you know. Talking S like that. Being like a monkey or just being like that. It's very easy to do because it's through computer screen, but do that in front of someone. Especially do that in front of someone who has a very high self-esteem. Like, not ego, self-esteem. A very good and well put together person. Yeah, they are unable to do that because they actually cower in front of those. It's what they fear. They do fear actually integral person or people that have it together. Had an a-hole class back in middle school, made of clowns, it was annoying. Had to accept the fact I'm trapped with jerks. It was like 25 jerks in a class. I felt like going to war every day against them. Oh, I had that happening to me for way too long as well, for at least like 15 years. I know how you feel, Amit. It was hell. And they bullied me for all the reasons that they tried to bully out my distinguishing features. Me being a nerd, me being feminine at the same time. And they have completely failed, so yeah. Who wasted their time? Was it really me? Who's Keenox even talking about? Someone he knows. Someone who's not worth their time, basically. Trust me, I'm not a tough guy. I don't claim to be, but I assure you I wouldn't lose a fight with that fat ginger weep. Oh, he's fat as well? Yeah, I mean, don't you go to the gym? No? Yeah, that's definitely not looking good for him then. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. And now this is the final reset. It's now midnight. And let's see what I get. Oh well. Well, at least now we've reached New Marvel. Let's continue where we left off next time. And as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. I really appreciate it. I really see the community is definitely growing. Still small, but continuously growing in small increments, which maybe is a bit better because then I get to know you guys more. If I just get a random onslaught of tons of new people, like in bursts, that would kind of be difficult. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream, and see you guys tomorrow, where we'll try to get the Reggies again, this time with no freezing, hopefully. So yeah, have a good one, goodbye and good night.